Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Lynn Wilson and welcome to my coffee station. We had a video, a couple weeks ago about having a fully stocked home. We talk about our stockpiles and our pantry items, and we're so worried about canned goods all the time and bags of rice and bags of beans that we forget that our whole entire home should be a fully stocked home. You want to live a fully stocked life. You want to have adventure in life, and you want to have excitement in life, and just enjoy life and doing things. And we are getting back into entertaining. We had some people over about 2 weeks ago for dinner, and it was so exciting. It's been the first time that we had people over for dinner since the pandemic, and it was hard to believe. We were people that had our table filled all the time with guests coming in, and just between the pandemic and then just life happened and things happened and our schedules changed, we got away from it. Well, we're back in the swing, and we have company coming in the next few days to spend a few days with us. We're excited, and I want to make sure my home is fully stocked, that I can use the gift of hospitality and welcome you into my home when you come. And so welcome to my coffee station. My coffee station has evolved over time. It changes over time. It just depends on my mood. Sometimes I have it on a hutch. Sometimes I have it on what would you call this? A buffet maybe. Sometimes I've had it on a small portion of the counter in the kitchen. That's where mine started, and it has grown. And I will tell you this. I learned a long time ago a very important lesson in life. The first people that you should make sure that you are using your gift of hospitality for is yourself and your family that live in your home. I learned a long time ago, don't save your best china for the company. Use your best china every day for those that you are in love with and that live with you and that you take care of. Use your best for them. So this coffee station that I have here is set up 365 days a year. I have it set up so as if company was coming to the door now, I could say, come on in, welcome to the At Home with Lynn Wilson home, and bring you in and serve you coffee and make you feel invited and welcomed. And I want to give you a cozy experience when you come to my home. But I want that more importantly for my husband and for my youngest son that lives here. When my oldest son lived here, it is one of the things he has learned to mimic in his own home. He has told his wife, I like when my mom did this and I like when my mom did that. And that makes me feel really good because those are memories that he has of home that bring a smile to his face. So I'm going to walk you through my fully stocked coffee station, let you see what I have, why I have it, what I do. Listen, this is not the win-win. This is not the perfect Pinterest or anything like this. But this is my home. It's what works for me. And like I said, as things happen and things evolve and things change, or maybe I see something different I like, I do change it. We have it on a buffet, and let me show you what that looks like here. I'll bring the camera down a little bit. It's a wood buffet. In here, I keep extra things that I will need, like paper plates and paper cups and things like that. I will show you, and then I'll close this. This is a non-dairy creamer, so I do keep this on hand. I would put that in a different container if I was serving it, but we have people that cannot have dairy, so I have non-dairy creamer stashed aside. So I do have it in this great little buffet like that. I just have extra little things in here, like a lighter, so I can light my candles and some goodies like that. I keep a very small creamer, so I could put a little bit of non-dairy or a little bit of regular milk if somebody said, oh, I'm having a cup of tea and I would just like a little bit of regular milk. I can serve that to them in there. All right, so let me bring you over and let you see some of the other things that I have. Yes, I have it fully decorated here on my wall. Let me show you that. Let me step out of the way. So I like the brick wall. I actually stole that idea from Andrea Mills, if you ever watched her channel, and I bought the same paper and I did my wall. I love it. I love having decor. I find it warm, cozy, and inviting. I love the look of an old-fashioned general store, and this is my version of it. So I just have all kinds of things that either I have handmade. Some of these, this one wood decor piece over here I handmade, and some things that my kids made growing up, and some little collectibles along the way that have actually a story behind each thing. I have things over here that I bought when I was in Scotland when I was 12 years old. I love vintage coffee pots. As you can see, one there. One is up, where is it? Right here. And then I have the one over here. And I love vintage coffee pots, so I have those as well. So let me bring you over here first. Bring it down and let me show you right here where I have the tea. Let me jump in over here. So right here, this is my tea area. What I have on top of here, because we are having guests come, we keep these on hand for ourselves and then for our guests, but they're disposable cups and lids. Some people don't prefer to drink in a regular coffee cup, you know, or if we're headed out the door on a to-go trip, you know, we need some breakfast on the go, we have these available. So I do keep those on hand. Usually I keep them down here with the paper goods, but I'm preparing my home because company is coming, so I want to have them out so they can see it. But right here, this is my tea box. So this was gifted to me by my friend Cindy, and I have a selection of teas. So what would you like? Would you like some peppermint tea, or would you like some chamomile tea? We have chamomile here. I have some green tea. I have pumpkin spice tea. We have everything you could want. And if you can't find it here, I have it right here in all these drawers. If you saw my video that I had on different selections of teas that I keep, see if I can bring it down a little bit more here. This little cabinet here, the little drawers, this was in the garbage. So if you ever go and you pick up items on the side of the road, this was one of them. It was already hand painted. I love it. And I have different teas in here. I have regular teas in the first two, and then I have medicinal teas at the bottom. So if somebody's not feeling well, I have immune boost. I have a throat tea. I have a breathe tea. I have many different teas for those that are not feeling very well. So let me bring you over in this section here and show you what I have. I have a candle here, one of my favorite scents. It's a fall scent, I know, but mulled cider. I just happen to like that. I think it's a cozy smell year round. This, if you saw my thrift shop haul, was a Yankee Candle plate. So I just keep that on there right now. I have a little decor piece here. If you've seen my decor pieces and glassware that I pick up, this is the Planters peanut jars. I picked these up for $1. I just have a fetish for these, but I have homemade chai tea in here. That's delicious. Oh yeah, it's good. So somebody that maybe is not a coffee drinker, or myself, you know, on a cool evening, I just feel like something and I don't feel like hot chocolate and I don't want regular tea or coffee. We have chai tea available. Now I like to keep everything on hand. Again, we're talking fully stocked. So I like to have a fully stocked coffee station. So I have this little canister here of, bring this over, a little canister here of jars I picked up in Amish country in Pennsylvania. And in this, I have Splenda and other sugars in case somebody doesn't want to use regular sugar. In this other jar, I have some peppermint sticks and some packets of hot chocolate. So if somebody would prefer to have hot chocolate, they can do that. And again, this is my family. This is stuff that we use all the time. This is not just for company. Then in here, I have packets of instant coffee. So I have some Trader Joe's instant coffee, and I have some packets of Folgers instant coffee. Some people I know prefer instant coffee. I like to take these to work so I can always have a cup of quick coffee if I need it. I know Jan from New York City says she prefers instant coffee. So Jan, when you come to my home, I got you covered. And then I have in here just some odd other things. I have 310 lemonade in case somebody is not into coffee or hot beverages. They can enjoy something like that. And I also keep here the Dandy Blend. So if you've never tried this, it tastes like instant coffee, but it is made from dandelion, and it is a healthy form of a warm beverage. You can add cocoa to this, or you can drink it straight up. I use this and my cream and sugar as I would for any cup of coffee, and I just use this. It tastes like instant coffee. It's delicious. But if you want something healthy, and instead of just having regular coffee, I keep those available as well. Okay, then over here, I just have this little sign Life Begins with Coffee. This was from the Dollar Tree. So if you're looking to decorate your coffee station, you don't need to spend a lot of money. This was $1 when it was a real Dollar Tree. Then I have some brown sugar that is coffee sugar. For those that would like to have regular sugar, I also keep honey available for anyone that puts honey in their tea. I do have this from Tractor Supply. I love the vintage look to it, but it is a coffee candle and it smells just like coffee. But I just like the look here. And then for another alternative for those that want some hot chocolate, I have some peppermint hot chocolate. We have our slimline Keurig here. We also have a percolated coffee pot, and I will talk about that more in just a moment. Let me just move this out of the way. We're going to talk about that in a moment and bring you over here and show you what I have here. Okay. So over here, I have my selection of coffees. Different flavors, different styles, different brands of coffee. I always make sure also, we do not drink decaf, but I make sure that I have decaf coffee. My oldest son now drinks decaf. A lot of our friends drink decaf. So I, again, want them to feel welcomed. I have other alternatives. I have tea and chai tea and dandy blend and so on. But if somebody wants to have coffee, I don't necessarily want to say, here, you want instant, and have something like an instant decaf. If they want the flavor of a fresh brewed coffee, I can offer that to them because we have alternatives on here of decaf coffee. I have this little turntable I picked up from the Target dollar spot. It was $3 and I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for at the time. But whoop, I'm losing one of my coffees. But what I have on here is I have a bottle of hazelnut flavored creamer, flavored syrup, not creamer, syrup. I usually have this and the vanilla. I get these from the Dollar Tree. You can go to TJ Maxx. I've gone there and places like that. But that's a nice alternative. It is sugar-free. So somebody that wants a little bit of flavor, but they don't want to use the creamers that have the flavor plus the sugar in it, they can just use plain half and half and add that. I keep coffee sticks here. We just use these plain wood coffee sticks. And then if we do have company and we need spoons for the chai tea, I usually put a small mug out here with some spoons in it. Then I have a little metal tin here, and I just put in here our garbage. So if you have a coffee stirrer, if you have an old K-cup, they go right in here. You don't have to look for the garbage. You can just pop your K-cup right out of the machine, dump it right in here, and you're good to go for the next person, and you don't have to travel too far. We also have one of these little coffee stirrers that is, I love these. They spin, and you can see that. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you want to mix your coffee up really good and make your creamer nice and frothy, so that's available as well. So this is my version of a fully stocked coffee station. Now, one of the other things, I had a company reach out to me, Tiken, and this is the coffee carafe that they sent me. And I do have in the comments below, in the description below, I do have a 10% off coupon code for you. And I'm actually so impressed with this that I plan on purchasing at least 2 of them for myself as Christmas presents. So I will read, let me get my stats for you and read that. And then I'm going to tell you my own personal experience. Okay, Tiken, I asked them when they asked me, would you be interested in showing our product? I said, absolutely. It's available on Amazon. And if you have Amazon Prime, you've got your 2 days free shipping, sometimes 24 hours free shipping. And it is a 51 ounce, 1.5 liters. It keeps the temperature above 161.6 Fahrenheit at 12 hours. And let's see, it says assuming a starting temperature of 203 degrees Fahrenheit, room temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and if the water is left untouched for the duration. And I have to tell you, I asked them for the stats. They gave me some stats and they basically said, Lynn, run with it. Talk about your own experience and what you think. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I am impressed. Tiken, I really, really love your product. We fill this with very, very hot water and we let it go 4 hours. And you know, at most thermoses, let me bring this up a little bit here, just so you can see my face there. Most carafes that I find, you know, after 3 or 4 hours, it goes from hot to warm, you know, this one in 4 hours was as hot as I put it in when I poured it in here. Then we left it for 8 hours, and my husband and I timed it. 8 hours later, it was just as hot. Then we had gone out for the day. By the time we checked it again, it was probably 15 or 16 hours later. They recommend 12 hours. It was well over 12 hours. It was still just as hot, like so hot that when I went to pour it, I had to pull my finger away. It was that still burning hot. This is very lightweight, very easy to hold. It's got a good grip on it. You just pop the top here. It easily pours. Very impressed with this. Then I said, I'm going to even test it longer. I left it over 24 hours. We had hot water in here. I wanted to see after 24 hours, it went from hot to very warm. And I was impressed that if I could leave that in here for over 24 hours and it held the temperature, you know it's an excellent product. The top just comes right off, so it's easy to clean. It screws on and off. Very nice. Metal inside, not plastic. This thing is not junky. I absolutely love it. Again, you can get a 10% off if you want it. And yeah, hot or cold. I'm thinking about getting one of these for my desk at work. I love ice cold water. And just for my own water consumptions at work, I can constantly have a thermos like this with a nice handle that I can just pour my cold water out for myself at work. The other thing I was saying to my husband, we like to do a buffet when we have company. You know, when people want to get up early, they can help themselves to coffee or tea before breakfast begins. And I like to put out like instant oatmeal, instant grits, a selection of things like that, instant hot chocolate packets and so on. But even just for the breakfast items, you can put some hot water in this and then be able to pour it into the bowl with your instant packet of oatmeal and grits. I think it's great. Or your family, a quick, you know, we all have to grab and go some quick breakfast in the morning. I can fill this the night before with nice hot water, get up in the morning, it's still going to be hot. We can make a cup of hot oatmeal to take with us on the road, or some hot grits or something like that, using our thermos of hot water. I think it's a fantastic idea. So just check that out in case you're interested. It might be an option for you if you're looking for a great thermos. Highly recommend Tiken. Thank you, Tiken, for reaching out and connecting with me and asking me to share. So that's what I have, a fully stocked coffee station. How is your station? Do you like to entertain? I'd love to hear from you. Do you guys like to entertain? Do you like to have company over? Not everybody is that type of personality, but maybe you need to start doing that. You know, bringing people in your home and spending time with them really gives you a good bond and a good connection. What do you stock in your coffee station? Am I missing anything? I try to think of everything. If I have you come over and I invite you in my home, you have hot chocolate, you have chai tea, you have instant coffee, you have regular coffee, you have decaf coffee, flavored teas. You're not feeling so good. Company's coming over. They don't feel so good. I have a selection of teas. And then I can put out the hot chocolate, the instant oatmeal, and things like that. So first thing in the morning, they can pour this out and make themselves a nice bowl of hot oatmeal. And then I've got the eggs frying in the background and the bacon. Can you just smell it? And they're going to enjoy a nice breakfast with us. So we're looking forward to having company. And I'm so glad you all came to my home tonight. I would have invited you for a cup of coffee, but you know, we just ran out of time. So maybe next time. Thanks so much for coming over. And don't forget, I'll catch you all on the next video.